And welcome to the post-game show here on IslandStats.com. Bermuda have defeated St. Vincent and the Grenadines 3-1 here at the Florida Southfield Stadium at the National Sports Center. Before we join Coach Michael Finley and Jared Williams, Coach, take us through your emotion. I mean, you said we were going to come out on top. Take us through what you thought was going to happen and actually what took place.
Yeah, from the whistle, we totally controlled the match. In the first 30 seconds, we could have scored. I think if we pulled the trigger there, we set the tempo, especially in that moment. And that we came to win. I was confident that the result would be as it is. I wanted a clean sheet, but nevertheless, I just knew that the team was in that space. I could sense, I could feel that the team was ready for this match tonight, and I knew 3 points. I didn't give a score prediction in the beginning, but it was around 4-0 prediction that I had in mind. So I enjoyed the match. Throughout the match, I was sitting on the edge of my seat. I was watching tactically the things that was going on, and it was an impressive showing. I still think. In the final third, I think we could be a little bit more ruthless, a little generous at times. In and behind the defense and cutting back. I'm not sure why, but I think that tonight the girls were there for the taking, and three good girls have scored as well. But I think that we left some out in the field.
Sure.
Very pleased. Very pleased. But what was thinkable? That's what it was like when I saw them playing on it. So started well, and then all of a sudden we lost our way a little bit. But tonight it was very good performances. I'm sure when they got the tying goal, right? I'm sure it was like a lot of heart to be like, okay, here we go again. But I think the team stayed composed, and there was a lot of good things that I'm sure the coach would speak about what I saw tonight. The first 15, 20 minutes, we could have been up. 4-0 easy. We could have been up 4-0. I thought there was, the amount of chance that we created that people saying, wow. But overall, the performances were very good, I think. And I'm not, seeing out a few people that that played really well. And most of all, again, in terms of the game tonight, I saw that when we were, it looked like, and this was come back to the game. We just really dug in again, and it was good to watch because the periods of the last time, those were the times we were giving up. So I thought, that this result was well deserved tonight.
Well, Coach, first of all, welcome. Give us a sense of how you saw the night from your vantage point.
Well, first I couldn't see it in the rain, but I'm here right now at the game, so. No, I think the comments there are spot on. I mean, I think we caused more problems from ourselves in some of the actions, but in general, we dictated the play the way we wanted to. But once again, it's something we've been talking about. Is we have some very good build-up action. We have some very good combination play. We do get the ball into the final third, but we're not really executing at the level that we should, especially at this level of play. But the other part of it that was very impressive for me was the suffering. It wasn't a great night. St. Vincent and Grenadines they're fighters. They played right to the end of it, and they should be commended for that. They never threw the towel in, and they made it very difficult for us. But what we did was different than what happened in St. Vincent, when we had to sort of talk about 5 minutes of chaos. We dealt with it, and we suffered and we fought, and I'm very pleased and proud of the players to do that, because that's what's going to set us on our way. Because there's no doubt in my mind, technically, and from an overall tactical point of view, we have great qualities.
As of right now, we're top of the group.
Yeah.
How does that?
Yeah, we've set an objective. We've talked to the players. I think the players are on board with it. We said that we put ourselves in the position before this game to still be in this for promotion, which was the original objective. And now we're one game away from that. But so I'm pleased for it, but we have more business to do. And so we'll go back to success, generate power, and get on the journey to marketing.
Yeah. Let me ask you one more question before I jump in with the. When you were taking over this job, you would have looked at the real team. But now that you've been involved with the team, you see the youthfulness that we have. How encouraging is it for you to be a part of this and help them to build themselves to be going to the next level?
Well, that's why you play football, and that's why you're involved with football. I said from the very beginning, when the president first came to me and discussed the idea, my main thought process was to energize it youthfully. I think it's time to do that, no disrespect to any other players, because we also have a veteran players that we retain because we feel it's very important. But we knew that if we were going to have a longer term success, we were going to have to invest in youth. And I was told by staff that I ended up selecting to join us that there was great youth in this program, and we just had to go search it out, and we had to go give it an opportunity, and that's what we're going to do. It's a balancing act. And then the other portion of it was to bring back the players that were involved, maybe had not got the opportunity that they deserved. And that was something that was top of our list. And I think those players that have come back into the fold have really shown that they have the ability to contribute and have a great career ahead of them.
So a bunch of anything.
Yeah. Action. There's so many. Again, this is your sixth game in charge, the fifth game? The fifth game in charge, yeah. There's so many players, we just want to run track, I think. But there's so many young players in the group. And having to make, especially in a qualifier, this is not a qualifier, how has it been for you, especially with so many players from Bermuda now, living overseas, playing in those environments that they're playing? How have you been able to knit this? Because tonight you can see really good technical ability with some of these players that I haven't seen for a while, And what is it that you're noticing about that with the players that you have at your disposal now, the younger ones that are playing overseas?
Well, I think first and foremost, it's a mindset. We want to play football a specific way. You play football for the fans. And for a joy, and that may seem a little off the cuff, but I really believe that, and I want the players to enjoy what they're doing. And I think there was great talent even before, and I just think maybe they were not given that opportunity to play. And what I've said, and what the rest of the staff have said, is we have a game model that we have in place, and we want them to play their way out. And I think players in the last. I think players should look back, they want to do that. And once they see success, then they rise to the occasion. So it's been a great experience so far. Our job is not done. As I said, we have another game to play. The promotion for us is a really, really exciting target going into 2024. The World Cup year and September, October, November, nations all qualified for the World Cup. So putting ourselves into that level of play is a testament to the quality of the players we have.
For me, I think my team selection was good. Once we heard the starting 11, and guys are intensely too much excitement about that. But it must be well for you and for national coach to have the players, the game changers on the bench. I think tonight subs responded as well. I think players came in up the level. And with a game in a few days, those players afforded you the opportunity to give these guys a bit of a rest, because you do that. I am privy to. I'll tell you, mine is not as slighted joy. But,
That's what you're calling.
I think that you are in a good space in this process, and it is a process. And I think that you as well as players realize that this is a process. Yeah, the first two results, probably didn't go as according to plan. You don't go up to not win matches, but it's exciting to see the growth in the process and to see the nucleus of players that you have and continue to trust in this process. The one thing you don't want to do as a coach is to say, okay, you know what, last game, and change it, as opposed to giving this players opportunity to do what we saw. Very, very, very excited about what I saw. I think towards the end, good ran for me, for Dale. I mean, I had one of my players in next to me. He's like, Coach, what would you? And I said, no, we're way better at this team. I think because he was just coming back. If the ball's just going to hang, it's going to come right back in our face. We can barely get back with this team. We're winning 3-1. It's now time. I think we could work on our high pressure playing out of the back. Because I tell you, I was at a session last night and I won't do that session. It was exciting. It was basically the ball. They would come back and roll the ball. They opened up. They took off. They took a second to come back. And so I told him, that's what we were doing for our match day -1 session as well. And I think that we have the quality to do that. So just there's in the game of other players, not necessarily a coach. I don't feel that a coach is not necessarily a player that I think you can see that you had the quality, and even in the middle, whoever was in there was able to handle the ball well. And it was times, it was like boom, 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 and I'm like sitting there, and I got my mom saying, kick it out the field. I'm like, no, do exactly what you're doing, because that's football. We don't just want to field. We play football, and that was one of the things that I probably made a million on. With these weather conditions.
Yeah.
But not a good job, and I can't wait to watch Tuesday night.
I wanted to ask one last question. Coming to a country the size of place you select from. I mean, it's not like there's a whole lot.
Not Canada.
What do you think? Where are we really headed? What do you think we can do with this? Where do you think we really can end up with? Bermuda.
It's a journey, and it's we use these words process, but football's fun. You can get into a groove, and if the players are mentally on the side, as I said, technically, I'm being very frank here. Technically, this team, from what I've experienced and have worked in CONCACAF as long as I have, this team is technically as good as any of the 11, 12, 13, 14 ranked country in CONCACAF. No doubt in my mind. And what we're working on is that belief system and that tactical awareness to be able to take that technique and apply it accordingly. And if they do that, football's a funny game. I'm looking forward to us hopefully Tuesday night putting ourselves at the next level, because that'll be a really, really nice test for these players to be playing in games against the top 6, top 7, top 8 teams in CONCACAF. Then you get a really good idea of who these players are. But before we get there, we've got lots of work to do, both on the field and off the field. And you know what? Let's enjoy the process.
Jair, how much fun did you have today?
Man, I scored my first goal
Yeah.
for Bermuda, so really it's a dream. I always wanted to score for Bermuda, and I can't really ask for any more.
Take us through that moment. A lovely ball by Zico, defender. Could not even he got the ball. Just take us through how you felt going through that and who emotion.
It was like you said, it was a great goal from Zico. But once I have the ball in that position, I'm confident 1v1 to do the score. And I worked on that situation quite a lot. Right foot step over, left foot shot. So really, it's just repetition.
You're quite interact with the other coach as well. Playing off the ball, being involved in the play. The role that you're given in this team, and especially on that tonight, are you comfortable doing what's been asked of you to do, for Bermuda?
Yeah, this is what we play football for, and we have a great coach, and he's given me the opportunity, so I'm thankful for it, and I think today I took it with both hands. in my first two games, I was dangerous, but I don't think I was as good as I was today. So I hope to continue to keep getting better and better.
And how was football for you overseas? Is the scoring
Yeah, I mean, this year has been it's been quite well for me. I got my hands on my first trophy in men's football, which was really exciting. And my club qualified for the Europa League qualifiers for next summer. So it's been quite exciting. And now we have this, we have an opportunity to get into League A. So everything is just exciting.
Coach? That was our coach.
Very excited. I mean, I've been a fan. It was rough prior to this, and I can remember how I felt when I thought we would return. So seeing that among us is really a feel good for me as a coach. And like I said, we want to do it life. So as a fan, to see you open, that guy was a stop sign for that girl. It was nothing that he could possibly do. Probably one of the best girls I've seen in a while. Everything about it. Well taken, and a girl that should be scored. So well done to you. But just watching you wearing your passion, it's what we need, and you are deserving of your opportunities that you have been given. It's not you're here, so we're going to pay you. You have earned your spot, and you deserve to be exactly where you are. And I don't have any questions for you. Just continue to do what you're doing.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I thought it was well taken though. That was well taken, especially the average is on the then you were and the execution of the football there on the front side of it was perfect. With the coaching staff, what do they usually tell you? What is the information that they give you in terms of? Because you know pretty good, you remind me of me a little bit. In terms of your ability, because you were really going to go one-on-ones, come to your first touches. So what is usually said to you?
I mean, to be completely honest, the coaches have just told me to express myself and just work hard for the team, do the right jobs tactically and defensively, but going forward, it's really just express yourself, to be honest. And like not only myself, we have a lot of players that can do that. So that's pretty much what's said.
Good. And Coach, last I would ask you is that when you talk about the philosophy of football that you were bringing, I mean, I can tell you, sitting in the stands, are people really pleased with that philosophy? Yeah, they really are. And I can just tell you that, at times when it looks like it's not, it looks like it's very organized, and it's very pleasing to the eye too. So just give you a heads up.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear that, but, it's about the players and giving them that opportunity, it really is. I think the game flourishes when you just said, he's not lying, we don't talk about, what he should do one-on-one on the ball, he knows what he needs to do. I'm not him, right? What I do and what the rest of the staff do is we create a platform and then let them do what they need to do, because they need to figure out the situation themselves also. We can't do that. We don't play, as you know, coaches. Once the whistle goes, you might see the corner ball. So no, it's been good, pleasing, and I'm glad to hear that. We want the fans to get behind this group, because as we want all of the teams in the BFA for the fans to get behind them, because they're producing some nice football.
Well, thank you very much, Coach. Good luck. We want to see you tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Take care, man.
Thank you very much. We're going to be joined. We're going to be joined by Vincent, coach and player.
Yes.
Sorry. Good night. Yes, indeed. Well, obviously, gentlemen, not the result you would have been looking for on a night like tonight. But coach, talk to us about obviously the challenge first had to be the conditions. I mean, you got your opponents, but had to be the conditions. Would you agree?
That's true. I agree. Um, as you rightly said, it was not looking for this condition. The weather, obviously, was cold. The players and the players wasn't prepared for this, but it's unfortunate we have to play, and it was the best execution. The planning as well as what we thought, technical, tactical, game aspect. Our goal is our shot, and we have to just plan before we play next game, next week.
I think you guys bought the weather because it was summer last week. Summer was the last week. Serious.
We try to bring the heat, but it didn't work. Well, take us through, obviously, winning the toss, choosing to go against the wind first half. Was that a tactic that you guys decided that if you won the toss, that was going to be a strategy? Try to spend as much as you can in the first 45 minutes, and then see what you can get in that second 45?
Sure, sure. So after our session yesterday, we had the wind pattern and how the surface was. So yes, that's what the plan to do on the first elements of this way.
Just didn't work out. So let me ask you, playing these conditions, how difficult did you find that first 45 minutes? Because at times you had driving rain to face the way you guys were facing going towards, the southern end. I mean, how difficult did you find that situation?
Yeah, it was super difficult. We are accustomed to playing in the heavy winds, but the rain going in your face, as you said, it's extremely difficult. At times, I had like in the first half, I had to close my eyes because of the rain. I had to get my hands up sometimes, and it was extremely difficult.
And of course, with the wind, added with the rain and the slick surface, another challenge added to the table for you. Obviously, you guys have played the game before. Well, so Vincent has played the game before. I don't know if you guys have played the game before, but the conditions here, how, and I'm talking about our surface, how does that play into the way you guys like to play?
I would say the pitch was pretty very good. Yeah, the surface was good. Um, as you can see, the James was well up to standard. As I say, the only thing that killed us was the wind and the climax of the weather.
That was tough. No, that was tough. That was tough, and it would have been really tough for you guys in the first half because the wind is heading, it's heading that way. And so for the second half, it wasn't as much, right? But what happens? What's next? You have the lease, I believe,
Yeah, that is in Bermuda
in Grenada.
and Tuesday.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, right now mathematically, it's still possible. It's still very possible. It's not clinched by anyone. Bermuda sit top of the table, but how do you get players up to go and get 3 points?
We want to, I think, at the moment, they are having, I should say, the hiring which are at the moment. They are in some place, but yeah, we just need to leave and we'll pick up the pieces and we'll get there.
Coach, if you take the weather out of the equation about what we have, what else did you think your team lacked tonight?
I think we have other lessons in the center of the pitch, in terms of the pressing, and then making that correct paths, I should say. Um, In terms of strategies that we have trained to, the delay that. So as coach, doesn't need to go back and reinforce it more, do whatever the repetition and take it forward on Tuesday.
What was the difference between the two teams that you faced? The Bermuda team you faced in St. Vincent and the Bermuda team you faced tonight? What would you consider the difference?
I think, I think they were more unbelievable. They wanted, they were patient and they executed very fast. Getting in space, getting there, more lines, challenge the defense.
All right. Well, we want to thank you very much for your time. Safe journey back. You got a game on Tuesday night. Good luck in that. May your program continue to grow. Because if we or not, the entire region needs to grow. As long as we work together, we will be strong together. How's that?
All right.
All right? Okay.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Have a safe trip.
You know,
I wish you the best.
Russell John, he was my
Wish you the best.
coworker, he worked with me.
Yes.
He told
Take
me,
care.
There we
he
have
told me
the,
years.
You don't.
we have
Really?
the
Tell him I said that.
we have the teams in and out. We
Take care,
heard
guys. Take care, guys.
Okay, bye.
we heard from both coaches and the players. Of course, Bermuda coming out on top tonight, 3-1. And so let's wrap up what you guys saw. Well, first, let me just quickly run down the standings. Bermuda, played 5 games, they have 8 points leading the group. French Guiana have played 4, they're on 7. St. Vincent have played 5, they're on 6. And Belize have played 4, and they are on 4 points. So depending on what French Guiana and Belize do, the all-important match on Tuesday will see Bermuda taking on French Guiana in French Guiana, and a victory for Bermuda will ensure them a spot in the promotion. So looking ahead to just that Tuesday night. Coach?
Tuesday should be a formality for this team, to be honest. Like, Tuesday's match shouldn't even matter. However, it does. But I stand by the fact that this team will beat French Guiana. This team should have beat French Guiana. I don't know if you guys remember when we played them here and they were warming up, and I was like, this is going to be a walking problem. I think our coach got it wrong in team selection and his defense was his very first game in charge. But had this team here played against French Guiana and going at French Guiana and with this team event at St. Vincent tonight, definitely would have been a no-brainer. I don't think. And they're playing on a neutral ground, so it's not like we're getting French Guiana and it's going to be an hostile environment. They're playing on me.
Right.
So our team can have fans, and Bermuda is by far better team than French Guiana. So at the end of the day, as I stated before this match, we will win this group. I've always felt we would win the group. I didn't think we was going to make it this hard, but I always felt that we would win this group. And this team is the team to do. This team is the team for the future. There are some, we do have to start looking at more defenders. We don't have defenders. Vincent Simmons is not a defender. He's done a job there. We need to get defenders into this match, and we need to unleash our firepower. We have to be lethal. We have to be ruthless in our final third. There's no reason why we're not taking shots. No reason why we're taking more shots with open shots and keeping earning.
Right.
These are the little pieces that coaches shouldn't have to tell players.
Right.
You have to know that open field. This guy can't see. The arena is at your back.
Yeah.
So you're shooting, I'm not sure why they choose to. It's not good enough.
Right.
So I am going with Vincent. I'm going to go win this game. I'm going to go win this game. I'm not going to go defending 0-0.
Right.
I'm not doing that. The win at my back, I'm doing this. I'm gonna start firing. By the time they got the win at their back, there was no more rain and wind coming at us. And the win was all yourselves at that point.
Right.
So you're not gonna use it at your advantage. You know what I mean? But hey, no, the Tuesday is everything to play for, but I have every confidence that we're done. We got this.
Yeah, but I just think that, like getting to what Keith said, I think our bunch with a better team. We must show quality, and we must also, like Keith said, build on it with the mentality that we should, right? And again, go for us that it's not on the soil for them. But tonight was a good example, a good start. Like, it's like a start again,
Right.
That the city's team say, wow, these guys are, the more players that are playing on seats, you just say, wow. And of course, like Peter said, also the finishing has got to be. I think Jai being soccer tonight. I can't use the word Jai soccer. I just thought that he was a little bit off, and but he's a great, he's a great addition. I mean, he's young too. He's young.
But you know the old night when he had that, you got the young goalkeeper and that paper back at us. But you know what? We haven't spoke about Keziah Martin.
Yeah.
Us. That's a player.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is a solid, he is a box boss. But he's more of a defensive midfielder, I will give him that. But watching him in the middle of the park, it is such a joy to watch because it also gives our talents a freedom to play.
And I think also, I think we could talk topic. I mean, just unbelievable. I haven't seen, watching his ability on the ball, his vision, his calmness. You can see what happened to the player. So when we started knocking him, I go, no, I think I'm not going to go game. And the back four, I think the back four had a great game. Yeah. But like I said, Coach Finley said, it's a process, what they're trying to do. And they definitely tightened up tonight. Because they definitely
I
did.
think as a group, those people said it, as a group, I think they want to establish and show that they be up there and want to put on a show for the people.
Absolutely.
Right from the whistle, they put the foot down and put their heads down and decided to go at it.
Well, I think we'll be in pregame show. That's like Keelan sometimes when your team, your team is done and they don't have the ball. At times to charge the game, and then the other team comes in a bit, but you stay concentrated, you stay organized. And you saw a lot of that tonight. Was at times St. Vincent were back in the game.
They have them, I tell you 3 times, or if it goes on the thing.
That's right.
So it's not that they had chances, but moments and chances happen in games. How we manage those moments and those chances. And I think that what I appreciate a little bit more tonight than in the past is we look to play forward football. Like you had to very tight a few times, carry the ball forward. And before, we're going to play that ball today.
Right.
To me, at the end of the game, and it's like 5 minutes left in the match, whatever, that's when I play the ball today because we're one this. Let's keep the ball. Let's put on, I think at times that we lack the patience to put on. They played in a low block at times, they played low pressure in the second half, played in a low block, and I think we got a bit impatient. I think we could have waited a little bit more, built a little bit more, come out, and then found this to one. I think we would have kept the loss and scored more goals there, but they said, and we tried to squeeze it in.
Right.
We were playing a ball to one player and 2 defenders. It may not come out, but keep the ball, build their confidence, that they're going to have to go and normal. But these things will be worked out.
And he was speak on him. So he's from his defensive habits are getting so much better. It's not if he don't barge into players, he's calm, he's finishing one way. And what I've also seen, like I said, is his passing ability. He can do it. You give him that, he can do it. Yeah.
Who's this?
Those calm situations, you don't get, and I think he don't say much, he just plays. But some of the stuff I was watching today, doing past all. Just like I said, and after he dribbles past the second person, he still makes his correct pass. You know, so yeah.
And also times is the last man had to go on the ball charge at him. The thing he can play keeper, he just put the ball back in my
Yeah.
foot. Like that's beautiful
Yeah,
football.
that's really good. Yeah, it's
Well, a successful night for Bermuda. One more chance for them to advance on Tuesday. They'll take on First Diana. The next time we will be on the air for an international match, the person to the far left, Coach Keelan will be sitting where Coach Finley was sitting, coaching, to answer our questions.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
But first, we know we have the men's final getting actually in the group on Tuesday and then on to the women. So we want to say thank you very much for joining us for the pregame and this post-game show. You've heard from both coaches and players regarding tonight's match. Bermuda 3, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 1. Folks, have a good night. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you.